That's funny. What was that noise?
It was me joining.
Oh, what's up, JD?
Hi.
This will be the official Penable TV plus Sadie map. Pen and Sadie electoral map prediction. Final prediction. First and final prediction. This is the official Pentable TV map projection electoral college thing.
Sweet victory, oh sweet victory, oh sweet victory.
From two qualified people to do this.
Two very qualified people to be doing this. All right, and we're gonna mark everything safe. All right, we're not leaving room for error here. We're calling this. We're making calls. Let's start with easy. Texas, obviously red.
Does
Or should we
Ted
start with a
Cruz
totally
win?
blank map? Ted Cruz win. Oh, we should do a Senate map. But they're gonna be
Does he?
similar to the general election, right? Trump's gonna carry, I think, in the states.
I think so.
If it's
But do you
close.
think that Ted Cruz is going to win? He's up for re-election against Colin Allred.
No, Ted Cruz is him. Yeah, Trump's winning Texas and Florida.
Yeah, without a doubt, Florida.
And Iowa, right? Iowa's not up for
I don't think Iowa is up for grabs. I think that is like
Iowa.
total
And
schizo
Alaska.
polling. Actually, go to my Twitter real quick. You have to see this.
It's up. All right, Ann, are you able to see that?
Yes.
Okay. Could you just go through and say what you think about those criticisms?
Well, I'm trying. This is in a format that's a little difficult for me to see. What does this D represent and the R represent?
It's
That's
up.
Ann
Are you able to see
Seltzer.
that?
That Iowa
Yes.
Seltzer poll.
Okay.
That's
Could you
her
just
poll.
go-
Throw the poll out. She's an idiot. Next thing. Give it to Trump. Plus 10.
Trump gets Iowa plus 10 right here. All
Plus
right.
10. I think Pennsylvania is going to Trump.
I mean, Trump got shot in Pennsylvania. How does he not win
Trump got-
Pennsylvania? What has Kamala
Trump
done
got
in
shot in
Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania. That's all she's done. Like, all of her rallies have been
All
in
she did
Pennsylvania.
was-
Honestly, it would have been smart for her to pick Josh Shapiro after Trump got shot in Pennsylvania.
Right.
That would have
but-
probably been the only way that she could have combated him. But I think Trump is definitely taking PA because she wouldn't be spending that much time there.
Yeah, but Josh Shapiro actually wants to be president one day, and he's not going to sink his ship with Kamala
Right,
Harris in a
true.
3-month campaign. So we'll mark this
Yeah.
up for Trump. Maine is an interesting one. It's got all these districts. I think we can mark safe the one city district here. Maine at large. Apparently, there's not a lot of polling there.
What did the primary look like up there?
25% for Nikki Haley.
I mean, that's still pretty good for Trump, though. That's a, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's not bad.
80,000 people voting in the primary.
Only 60,000 voted for Joe Biden.
How many voted for Kamala Harris?
He alone defeated the Democrats combined in their entire primary. Granted, they did have
Right.
the incumbent candidate, but this is why this was such a scam with Kamala. Because look at this: this was not a serious primary because you have an incumbent. They had one guy, Dean Phillips, running, and this is like a 7%. Like nobody even knew who he was. He got no airtime. People even today know who Dean Phillips is.
Most of the people in the country are going to the Trump rally right now because he's listening to them. No one's asking about this stuff. I'm just frustrated. I hope you understand why. I'm getting tired of it. You're doing your jobs, but you're not asking the questions that Americans give a shit about.
So this is how they snuck Kamala in. She would not have gotten this level of votes. Dean Phillips might have beaten her.
How many people vote in Maine as it is? What was the 2020 elections?
Joe Biden won in Maine. Oh yeah, so wow, about 800,000 people vote. I mean, he lost by 9%. Trump actually won District 2.
Yeah,
So
but
it's statewide here, but we have
Biden
District 1
still
and
won.
District 2.
but look at the 16 Hillary still won plus 3 statewide.
I think we give him District 2. He's got to keep District 2, and then District 1 went a little maybe too far that way.
Yeah,
So
probably.
District 2 goes red, 1 goes blue. But
Trump's gonna
let's say
win.
Trump overperforms and wins. Nope, that's blue, and wins Maine at large as well. Takes that.
I think it's a better chance for him to win New Hampshire.
Really?
Give it to Kamala.
Why?
We're being fair here.
Make Ohio red. Yeah, Ohio's red. Ohio's red.
Ohio's
We can
red.
knock that
I
one
was
down
just
off.
there for 8 days. It was red as hell up there. I think there's a chance he takes New Hampshire. Like I said, I'm giving that to Trump. I think Virginia and North Carolina go Trump as well.
I like this too. I like this map. If what we understand is the real world and we have like a fair vote, I do think that we can win Virginia. Virginia's a close enough state that it's like, look, you can't rely on the past trends from 2020 and 2016. You have a candidate who's been running for 3 months, very little recognition. Like, people see through that. There's a significant portion of the Democrat electorate that's just fed up with this. There's no doubt. They literally have to keep saying, "Oh, the current president isn't on the ballot," as if that isn't such a huge self-snitch that you guys don't know what the hell you're doing. You guys are like, "Oh, well, our current president, he's senile, yeah, but like, who cares? He's not running." Yeah, this is the current president that you've left us with right now. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to even be like smug making that argument. Let's go with Georgia, Trump, Georgia. I mean, obviously, if we're
I
getting
don't
in
know,
Virginia,
man. I don't know. I'm worried about Georgia. There's a lot of screwy stuff coming out of there. They're counting votes over the weekend in Fulton County, not letting the poll observers in. I don't know.
Georgia
What do we
voters
got?
did 4 million votes during early voting. That is kind of crazy.
That's wild, right?
Now. Republicans are up 3%.
They are,
though.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
there's,
no,
there's a
I think
slim, the wild card vote isn't too strong. So let's see how that compares to 2020 Georgia election results.
Biden only won by like 11,000.
Yeah. Vote types. Here we go. Okay. Election day votes. Trump outperformed 587,000 to 367,000. It's the advanced voting votes.
That's crazy.
Outperformed them 1.4 million to 1.2 million. It was the absentee votes that they outperformed us 2-1.
Just about as many people, like, look at that. It's like 2.5, 5 million. Isn't it like over 4 million have already voted?
4 million have already voted, yeah. So,
That's crazy,
dude. Georgia's already close to maxing out their vote?
Give them Georgia.
No, seriously, because then that means that this early election result here is way more important. The fact that how many more ballots do they have left to cast? And if election day is dominated by Republicans, ding.
Give them Georgia. PentupleTV official.
PentupleTV official. Georgia looks like it's already over. We give him Arizona.
Think that? No, I don't know, but I'd definitely give them Nevada.
Nevada. How's Nevada looking?
Definitely. I think Wisconsin too, and I think there's a chance she might win the rest.
You think she wins Michigan?
Just because of Gretchen Whitmer.
Is Gretchen Whitmer that popular?
I mean, she's campaigning harder than anyone else for Kamala and doing like memorable things that are staying in the public conversation. She just had like a little bar thing with her trying to be relatable. I think there's a chance that and it's a big union state.
I genuinely think that that's like damaging. Like, people see that and they're like, yeah, there's more people making fun of it, I think, than like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna go out and vote for her. You know what, I wasn't thinking about voting until I saw that, but now I'm thinking like maybe I'll just do it.
I am incredibly biased because I'm already coming to the table with like people from Michigan are weird.
Damn.
So like I already looked at the entire state. Like they elected her, didn't they?
Yeah. All right, we'll revisit Michigan later. Arizona? Arizona's up for 9% with a quarter of the vote to be wild card is just what I'm going to call it, because I don't know, we want to presume how other falls. I don't think a lot of people expect us to have more turnout than 2020. So this is like, right? Right? I think it's safe to say this is like the higher end of the votes, about 3.2 million. So 3.2 million in Arizona, we've got 2 cast. So we're 2/3 of the way in and we're up 8%. So that's probably safe. That's probably safe, Trump.
Yeah, probably.
PentupleTV calls Arizona. New Mexico, what do you think? We definitely got to look into this one.
Yeah.
We're down 10%.
We don't have to look at it.
Border state with her. Border state with her. New Mexico projections suggest they're halfway done, and we're down 10%. Pentuple calls New Mexico for Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
Already at 304, though, we're acting like we're...
I know, that's why it literally
suspense.
doesn't matter. That's why I'm like, Minnesota goes to him. That's a Tim Walz state.
But we gotta actually confirm what if this is close, because look at how big other is. What could other? Why, like, here? This is what confuses me. How do you have 37% other?
Because, dude, I was
37% third-party voters here.
But I was a registered libertarian voting for Trump.
But I'm saying, do we think that this 37% leans Trump?
I don't think that. I mean, it depends how can you register in Minnesota. Here in Tennessee, I can't register as a libertarian, or else I would be. Is there a bunch of like Green Party weirdos, or is there just like a really strong libertarian party?
Recognized minor parties Legalize Marijuana Now Party. Also the Grassroots Legalize Cannabis Party. Also the Libertarian Party of Minnesota. Also the Green Party.
Let's see.
Minnesota, look, it depends on this wildcard vote, I guess. But if we look at 2020 Minnesota, he won by 300,000. And I mean, yeah, he's big up here. But what if we could break, this is why we need to find breakdowns of the difference between early voting and day of voting, because we have way less mail-in voting. But you know what? You're right.
Yeah, just give it to her. Who
Wisconsin.
cares? It really just comes down to Wisconsin. And for real, like, give them both to her. Who cares? I'm confident on the other ones.
So Nebraska, the one district. What do you think? Any interest in this Nebraska?
Sure. Nebraska, one district. They'll go blue, I'm sure, for Omaha.
We're down in polls 5%,
Yeah.
8%, 7%, 10%. All right, who cares?
A bunch.
All right, you can have it.
Yeah, like that. It's the one like down in Nebraska. Who cares?
Wisconsin.
I think that goes Trump.
40%
Yep.
other voting, more than either party. We're down 8%, but what does that really mean when you have 40% other voting? That could, I mean, if this goes 2-1, that exceeds the 8%.
Look at this on the side, live updates. Vance calls for unity and respect as Trump invokes violence and vulgarities against opponents. What?
Political ad ignites conservative anger over women possibly hiding their votes from their husbands. You dare lie to me. You can't select my vote. I gave you my child. Nope, 2020. Where is it? What the fuck?
They hid that one. They burnt the results from that one.
They burned. I'm going to grant Wisconsin, and then we're going to do our final state analysis here because I don't want to give Michigan up that easily. We're only down 3%. Let me look at this. Let's hope Michigan's got some data online. Here we go. He lost by 150,000 votes. I think that's not over. We could overcome that easily.
It's over. She's casting spells up there.
I'm going to
Just give her
override you.
Michigan.
No, because look, if you look at the
They
electoral
already
maps,
won
they
4
always
states.
go the same. They always go the same. They always vote the same. Oh,
Right.
Don't look at that one. Don't look at that one. Ever since the last time they didn't all vote together was 1988. And they've flipped with this whole Trump era. They flipped together. See this?
Well,
It's the
there
same
was
people.
and I just also believe there was a lot of cheating in these states. So
Right, but I think we overcome this. All right, you know what?
Maybe.
We're gonna let chat decide. You're not allowed to vote because you and I are split. This will be the official. This is how we're gonna make the official call for the last state. Go. That's what we need. We need you guys to help us decide. This will be part of the official presidential map call. We got.
I think that the Democrats are taking it because of the Grand Witch Gretchen.
I just think that they're gonna go with Wisconsin and PA, and I think that overcomes the slight difference that you're making for. Who the f***? You guys are all voting blue in chat? What is up with this? You said be fair and realistic. I am. Oh, Apple Tree breaks me heart. Thank you, chat. We can make our final call. And this is the official PentupleTV projection.
We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, to establish justice, ensure destiny, tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty.